harsh world, you are alone.
Take the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory. Ashworth has an interest in the occult. That's a snotty way to put it. Nothing facing me along the right. We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go? Yes, let's go. There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Mabel. See you soon.
We'll be picking up balusters and spindles made of zirconin umberwood.
I thought the old Duke Theodanis outlawed umberwood export to protect the trees.
You can't keep track of all the decrees. My client's refurbishing a gazebo, adding an exotic southern touch.
I don't get... Because it reminds me of good times. But what's the point of buying wood from a country you never visited?
Lady Shersha has money, so she gets the wood she wants.
What's going on here?
You saw something?
Huh? Sorry, we're closed. All right, welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like? Welcome back. Please, take your time. This is what I have for upgrading your equipment. An excellent choice. I look forward to the day when I can reopen my gallery. No need to wrap it for you, I suppose. Those valuable artworks. I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase. supplies are worse here than any district in Kanata. And it used to be such a prosperous district, too.
Don't get any closer.
Huh?
I'm gonna be the first to show him its way. She's got holes. Hardly lasted a month. I'm gonna get me.
Hey, you! Come here! You shouldn't have wandered outside without bodyguards, Malate. Ah! I'll keep that nice scarf of yours. Time to duck! This can't be. I'll come. Hey, look me in the door.
Most of his coin is, well, ill-begotten.
Nerves are shot. Something unsavory going on. I'm getting good and drunk after this. He says, keep away. And I says, he says, turn that around.
Hello? Anybody? Don't maybe search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
I got the road for you! I've got just the thing for you! Oh!
Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth had some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The overseers on the forward face of the Abbey... What? Somebody's down! The oracular order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Some changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the oracular order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the oracular order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
Leave at once, or I'll call for help! Some people just have no manners. I know you shouldn't be here. Be on your way, now! Leave me alone! Go!
She got her cousin to ride out. A pretender shielded him, saying he was in despair and would take his own life.
give for a bottle of pear soda.
Bloodhawk student.
Did I close my locker before? Last time I was alone, someone left a hagfish in my jacket.
No use running! You've been found guilty of standing in my way!
I'll grind your skull into a very fine powder and drink it with tea! Wire pumpkin skin! Come back here! God and return! I want you to bleed! Feel like with teeth!
Find out what happened to Burlton and Lieutenant Culvers?
They probably ran off, you ask me. Must have had a thing for each other.
No, she went missing a day before he did. And someone found an officer's pistol in the gutter.
Between the flies and the filth, it's getting hard to breathe around here.
Be on your way, now! I don't recognize you. That's not right. Help me! Someone! Anyone! I don't want to die.
What's on the racket?
Someone, protect me!
No way!
Come back here! Let her go! Later I'll be laughing over rum about how you died.
That sounded like broken glass.
Did you hear that?
Wait for my signal!
You aren't going anywhere! Not from murder!
Nothing here.
It's you and me now!
Hey, who is it?
Hide your face, coward!
How did you do that?
across this shuddering city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's...
Push out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies.
Everybody's looking out for themselves right now. This nonsense with
Covering
the
your
Duke and the
face
new
won't
Empress.
make the Grand
Bad for
Guard happy.
business.
The Royal Conservatory. What do those walls hide?
People of Karnaka, this is the Duke. You question stricter violence. Taxes being levied by the Grand Circonian Guard. Disloyalty and sedition will not be tolerated.
The conservatory. I wanted to visit this place with Wyman.
distant remains. At least they keep the curious away.
Our mistress likes them where they are, so you'll have to tolerate them.
Yes, but sometimes I want to smash them into a bloody pulp, just to enjoy the silence.
Is this a riddle? We're talking about the Grand Guard, right? Not the lovely bloodflies.
Of course. The bloodflies adore us. We should find more of the newly dead, so they can make new nests.
Then I agree. But dear Brianna wants us to wait until after the communion. Until she's finished with the oracular sisters. We can't risk raising suspicion now.
Then for now we'll wait, content with the nests we have.
Jindosh was tiresome. How does this even work?
Let's see if the culprit is still around.
Be thorough, my sisters! We need to protect our mistress from this threat.
But I doubt he had anything more to give us.
Sokolov was taken away as well.
Who would want that ancient?
Looks like Kieran Jindosh made these alternate lenses for Ashworth's device. Now I can use them to sabotage it.
I meant nothing to my fine family. Beyond an advantageous marriage and years of childbearing. They promised me to a man 3 times my age who wheezed on about our wedding night. But a curious thing happened on the way to the altar with Delilah. The first time I slipped out of the manor in the dead of night. There was no returning to my cage. Looking at the stars and drinking wine on a rooftop, I was free. I visited my father's bank and raced away from my old life toward Delilah. Those were the Coven's glory days.
Who's there? I'll flay the skin off your skull. Your messing will cost you everything!
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed. So this could be tampered with. Ashworth could be cut off from the void entirely. No more witchcraft.
What will I do now? I'm ruined. That feeling. The things I could do. The touch of the void. Delilah. It was everything I had. Leave. I'm no threat to you now. To anyone. Leave me alone. You've ruined me.
As if you could ever hide your face from me, Emily. Little Black Sparrow, free from your cage at last.
It's done. Brianna Ashworth is no longer a witch.
You villain! You don't even know what you've done. A great bloom wilts and fades from the world.
Delilah, I will take apart everything you've built until I have what's mine.
Oh, Brianna. I don't believe we will speak again. The thought of seeing you reduced to such a pale, sad thing. It's too much to bear. I hate you for this, child.
I'm not only going to restore things to the way they were,
see me. I am here and not here when you call to me.
After Delilah fell to the assassin Dowd, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return.
Where do you think you're going?
Huh?
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Emily, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
Isn't that a requirement for citizenship?
What I've got to say is not a joke. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit. Which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now. But I felt like you should know. There are things I regret.
All right, Megan. Thank you for opening up. If only a little.
I'm starting to feel like you deserve it. Are you ready to leave now?
Yes, let's go. Take me back to the Dreadful Whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.
For several years, Delilah's been here, getting stronger, turning people against me. Why didn't I see it coming? What was I doing during that time? Pretending to listen at court, ruling through an army of bureaucrats, waiting for the next chance to get free of Dunwall Tower. Well, now I'm free. If only I could go back. Aramis Stilton was once an ally of the Duke. The owner of Karnaka's mines, Stilton lived in a fortified bunker at the heart of the Dust District. No one's seen him for years, since around the time Delilah started making her moves. But whether Stilton's alive or dead, his home holds the key to Delilah's immortality.
Megan can take care of herself. Listen to me.
I need to know why Delilah can't be killed. Everything we've learned implies that something strange happened at Aramis Stilton's home 3 years ago, but then he disappeared.
Stilton lived in a bunker kept secure by a fancy lock made by Jindosh. Maybe inside you'll learn more about how to stop Delilah.
But I have to get there first. Through a ruin created by the Duke, where my father grew up.
Megan had an intriguing idea. Paolo is leader of the Howlers. He wants Vice Overseer Byrne killed, and of course, Byrne wants Paolo dead too. Both groups will attack you on sight, but walk in with the corpse of their chief enemy, and they'll treat you like family.
You think they'll help me get into Aramis Stilton's home?
I'm pretty sure that...
The Dust District. I've read about the winds coming through the cleft in Shindaray Peak, how the city uses it for windmills and mining operations.
So our young friend is headed into the Dust District. Nobody lives there unless they don't have a key.
We'll leave when you're ready.
Ready.
I'll get you as close as I can.
Who was the man I'm after? Aramis Stilton?
An ally to the old Duke. Loyal and... Find Megan once you reach the Dust District. She'll tell you more. I'll wait here with this skiff and take you back to the dreadful way after you sleep.
Orders from the Duke. We're losing too many people. Good soldiers blinded by that hallucinogenic powder in the house. Or dragged down by the Abbey's hounds. One young lieutenant got hit by an overseer grenade, and that was it. She was one of the Duke's.
I get stuck out here. Tired of cleaning silver dust out of my ears.
What the? Stop! Let's go!
Dust from the mines.
Hello, Emily. I've been doing reconnaissance, talking to people. The Overseers and the Howlers have divided up the district. Just ahead is neutral territory where no one will harass you. But further on, the Howlers and the Overseers both have boundaries set up. And beyond those points, they'll attack you on sight.
Aramis Stilton is the real goal. Sokolov said you had an idea.
Yes. I believe that if you take out Paolo or Vice Overseer Byrne, the other one will grant you safe passage, and will help you get inside Stilton's home. Neutralize out...
This door was sealed by
never
order
mind.
of the Duke.
Maybe
Yeah,
another
that
time.
Hear it or not. Let's go.
What's going on here?
thought you were one of Paolo's gang. But you don't look so bad up close.
Careful with that sword. The Grand Guard won't like to go this way. Years ago, the mines were a good job. Stilton made sure of it. No one got fired for being injured.
Yeah, so they say. The mining office handled things like that. And the family committee made sure that the bosses never got too greedy.
Kind of a stalemate. Everything worked as long as one side didn't win out on the other. And that's exactly
Pop, there's no way out of this.
What do you think
hole
you're
I'm in,
doing?
Is there?
Only I could throw dust at you. Get your ass out of here. You know it's good for you.
Times for them. It ain't never said for the likes of me.
See? See, I told you.
Nonsense with the Duke and the new Empress. Don't disappoint him. Mama needs a win.
No, you bastard!
Yes. It's the outsider's falls for luck.
I heard the Howlers have taken to robbing honest men. I'd never have thought. see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear.
Don't know what I can do to deserve that.
You won't regret it. No whale meat this week either. At this rate. You could do business. Take that deal. I shouldn't deal with strangers. Some wise ass has been robbing black market shops. Hope we find out who. This little war scares off buyers. Who's worse, overseer zealots or cutthroat howlers?
Where did it disappear to?
Find another way, brother. This path is barred to traffic.
I can't believe this. I've lived in this district for most of my life.
If you believe this to be an inconvenience, weigh it against losing your life to one of the Howlers.
You stand
Now
accused
go.
of actions forbidden by the teachings of the Abbey of the Everyman. Given that each crime was witnessed or later verified by sworn and faithful overseers in good standing, no trial is required. For theft of food, for hindering a sworn overseer of the Abbey in his duties, death. For the keeping of articles of a heretical and fetishistic nature, for consuming...
By the strictures, he's down! Let him go! I smell heresy on you. End of the road for you! Right over your corpse, blasphemer! I have her in sight! You aren't going anywhere! Yeah! Can't escape! Ah! Step back! Die, creature of the void! How dare you! Take it!
By the strictures! No! Did you hear that? This area is off limits.
Over here! That's your face! Let's see what you've got! What's going on?
What was that? What is happening? Hey, you!
Brothers, over here!
Surrender! I know an agent of the outsider when I see one.
Brother,
Wait for my signal! Careful, brother!
Looking for a fight. Shame on you! Come and face it! Don't take unnecessary risks!
That's not natural.
How come she's No! Get off
On
me!
my command!
No, they're stinging me!
Pay for his death!
Come back here! No! No! What? Where are you hiding, coward? Probably too late now. Huh. I think I've spotted someone suspicious.
Who's running around?
She's got the Vice Overseer! Is someone there?
Help me! Someone! Anyone!
No use running!
I don't want to die. That's not right. Goodbye, Vice Overseer.
I know you're here somewhere.
The void. That's the Vice Overseer.
Ron was a tough predator.
If I can take down Byrne, the Duke is next. Then this...
The Vice Overseer himself.
I've been trying to bring Byrne down for months. You did what others couldn't.
And now you owe me, Paolo.
We've been at war with the Abbey, not just over territory, but over the people of Karnaca as well. This is my home. And I'm going to send Byrne to Dunwall in a box to explain things to the High Overseer and the Empress herself. Bet you didn't see this coming, Vice Overseer. Now, what is it you want?
I need to get inside Aramis Stilton's house.
You're intriguing, and maybe more dangerous than most who darken my doorway.
I advise you to remember it.
Here's what you'll need to enter the house.
If you do have a hand in what comes next in Karnaca, I really hope you acquit yourself better than the Duke has.
You can count on that, friend. The Duke's a worthless buffoon. this guy out of here. The Duke, the Abbey, the Empress in Dunwall. None of them know what's best for Karnaca.
But you do.
Maybe you don't understand how things work down here. Things are changing.
Taking out overseers. We'll warm up to you just fine.
Is this the void? Are you the cursed outsider? Oh.
There you are! I'll keep that nice scarf of yours.
This must be Paolo's place.
In case you're wondering, Paolo's not one of those unhinged cultists who believe I will grant them favors if they leave a big enough offering or play just the right musical notes. He doesn't care a fig for me. But he put up this shrine because he found the hand of an old witch.
I bet this one's carrying coin.
She won't go
Time to
anywhere.
die, little girl.
Look who's the big hero.
It worked. The information was correct. Time is an odd thing. Growing up, I was excited about what the years might hold, about the places I'd visit. I recall childhood moments with my mother on her throne and my father, a figure of mystery. I remember the rat plague, Mother's passing, and all that happened at the Hound Pits pub. Now this. I just want to put an end to Delilah's reign and get my father back. This house holds her secrets. Delilah pulled herself up from tragedy, grabbing the Empire and changing it to her liking. With Duke Luca Abel, she transformed a coddled dilettante into a schemer who helped her take my throne. She's made herself immortal, and even my father's sword couldn't end her life. I'm going to undo all she's done. And next time, I'll hold on to the things I cherish, just a bit tighter. That's strange. I feel drained by this place. Something is wrong here. Even the air feels off.
Don't despair. There is goodness here too.
I know you think I don't belong here. Insufferable elitist.
Could that be Stilton? Collect yourself, Mr. Stilton.
Quilts, will you? I feel.
3 years ago, something inside Aramis Stilton snapped like a cheap lock. A part of him and a part of this house never left that evening. The Duke's inner circle are still gathered here, setting their grand plan into motion. Delilah's plan. And a part of Aramis Stilton is always here, still breaking. The Void is not exactly a place, and it's much older and stranger than you could ever know. It watches you from within. And at the heart of Stilton's house, the Void is leaking through a pinprick left behind by Delilah's little trick. Even magic is perverted here, and things don't work like they should. Take this. Imagine it's a kind of timepiece. Go and watch the Duke and Delilah. See for yourself what they did.
Like it's going to be cold tonight.
The Duke is paying the Howlers to drop food for Stilton. By the Void.
drop food for me. In and out, like the wind.
Where are you hiding?
Stilton's home was quite nice before whatever happened.
We'll be getting started. Duke's beloved coming back.
What will change in the present based on what I do here tonight?
Tea's too hot, the bath's too cold, my vest has a wrinkle. Do it yourself. It's gotta be so clean and perfect.
What happened here?
He says, oh, you think something new.
I must be close to the center now.
looks on those...
That notebook contains Stilton's combination. The Grand Guard was protecting Stilton back then. This is to keep you from seeing whatever drove you into a nightmare tonight.
I don't know. But I... What?
By rendering Stilton unconscious, I changed the past. But how?
People don't hide their faces unless they're up to something bad.
Guards! Someone! Leave me alone! Huh? What? I don't want to die! Move away.
By rendering Stilton unconscious, I changed the past.
I wonder how much time I have before Mr. Stilton returns home. I want to beat out the rugs, but the dust makes him cough.
Too many years.
You have to understand.
I know you shouldn't be here. No.
Who's running around over there?
Leave me alone!
What's going on here?
Someone!
Hey, who thinks a rule?
Can't have gone far.
Shit! Lost her! Where is she? Damn it!
Vice Overseer Byrne, if only you could see this, you'd have nightmares.
It's time to begin. Where's Stilton? I should never have kept him on just because he and my father were close.
What we're about to attempt has never been done. It's beyond my understanding, and certainly beyond yours. If anyone has any doubts, set them aside now.
This defies rational understanding. It's the frayed edge where natural philosophy crosses over into something else.
Yes, I can feel it. We risk madness.
All of you, Delilah is your rightful empress. You owe her this.
Delilah's stronger than before. The Duke and I have heard her voice, whispering to us. And now it's time. So take your positions. Focus on the void behind the world. You can feel her power, can't you?
By the stars. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended. Do it now!
Here, returned from the cold, from forever.
She lives.
How curious. It seems to have worked.
My spirit is safe now, inside this thing. Luca, you must lock it away.
I thought we'd lost you.
Brianna, Luca, I will never abandon you. Wait, you are hidden, but I know who you are. I know when you are. You've come to watch me return, and someday I'll come for you.
The void beyond the world is strange. I won't ever understand all I've seen.
Priest might choose to draw blood. He'll find another way. This, I think, is my highest praise.
Here you are!
I hope it's not a rat.
People don't hide their faces unless they're up to something bad.
That's not right!
I don't want
Look around you. A crumbling island at the very edges of the void. But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
Right up until the end, I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the ropes only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long. The blood ran out, and I became a god. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted through the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place, the island in the void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it, tapping into the power here. Delilah is a part of me now, and I don't like it. You have to give Delilah credit. She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away, inside a thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal. If you want to kill Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her. Reaching it won't be easy, but what comes after that might be the hardest thing you will ever have to do.
The world contains more mysteries than I imagined. Now to meet up with Sokolov again at the skiff, after a very strange day.
Too much dust was pissing down.
At least Stilton listens.
If we get approval for the new ventilation shaft, it'll mark a real victory.
More air, but Airman Stilton's a good man. My brother Fox. He knows we appreciate him. Karnaka has problems, but it could be a lot worse here in this district.
Ooh, somebody's back. Oh, we've been able to keep the shift hours at 10.
can't even wonder in foreigners make mistakes.
This is the Duke of Secon.
I heard that Stilton agreed to a meeting with the woman heading up the family committee. What's her name again?
Lucille Pastor. She's supposed to talk to Stilton soon about new safety rules for the mines. Fewer hours for the children working down there, too.
Why does Pastor care in the first place? She isn't one of us. Never seen her carrying a pick or a shovel.
There's a rumor that she was in love with a miner. Someone who died in an accident. They say his body's still under the mountain, buried in silver.
Stilton listens to what she has to say. Instead of following every idiotic request coming from the Grand Palace.
Stilton's not a bad man. I bet things would be a lot worse without him running.
Maybe no one else will even notice. But things have changed here. For the better.
Feels like the Duke will keep taking Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
Yes, I paid a visit to Vice Overseer Byrne. At least I think I did. And I've been to Stilton's house. We can go. Duke Luca Abel tore down the original palace in Karnaca, his birthplace, in order to build a lavish structure that cost enough to feed everyone in Serkonos for years. It's said to be a sprawling estate to humble all others, a monument to his ego and sense of princely entitlement. But whatever the Duke has done to his nation happened while I was Empress. In Dunwall, we were content to look the other way as long as the silver kept flowing. I've got to get inside the Grand Palace, deal with the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
Can feel it. This is my last night. Soon I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You should be at peace.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will very soon.
It's taken this long for someone to go after the Duke. Aristocratic boss, living in a palace and sucking the marrow.
Pushed out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies.
Luca would eventually grow up and learn that his
Are you ready for this? I've been inside a dozen castles and 100 mansions, and they're the same everywhere. The Duke's palace can't be anything worse than Lady Brisby's social afternoons.
Getting inside might not be the hard part. The Duke doesn't exactly run a tight ship.
Taking down Duke Abel is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
I've got a map of the Grand Palace for you, and I know something that may be useful. There's a hidden lever in the pantry that opens a passage to the Duke's vault. If he's keeping anything precious for Delilah, I suspect that's where it'll be. Beyond that, good hunting.
I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile, and I've got a lot to think about after all this is done.